Most people calculate perceived value with some kind of dollar amount like this, and they think that we can just take the value and that we place on it and subtract the price that we place on it, and suddenly this is everybody's perceived value. But in all actuality, this is wrong. What we really want to do is actually measure our perceived value. But how do we do that? With a measuring tool known as feature, benefit, and meaning. So let's run down how to measure with this tool. Let's say that we have a checklist, a pre-recording to make a video type of checklist. So we have a checklist that is a PDF, it's printable, it's reusable, it's modifiable. A lot of people think that this means benefit, and that is going to save you time and you're going to have fewer problems, and that is the meaning. But there's more layers to it than that, because in actuality, these are all features. And these are simply benefits, not any meaning. So how do we actually measure these things so that we can get them in the right slots? Well, first we need to ask some questions. And those questions are, what is it? What does it do? Why do I want it? And those line up with our measuring tool. So now we can line these up and measure them against what they're actually asking. So let's take a look at what we've got and measure that before we add anything else. We've got a checklist. What is it? It's a checklist. What is it? It's a PDF. Well, what does it do? It's printable. No, what is it? It's a printable PDF. Okay. It's a reusable printable PDF. It's modifiable. That's all about the PDF. That's all about the feature. So what does it do? Well, it saves you time and it allows you to have fewer problems. And this is where we can really start breaking things down with, why do I want it? So what it is, the checklist that's in a PDF form, the benefit means you're not missing a step and you get to save time. You're going to have fewer problems. And that means that your recordings are going to be better. You're going to do less re-recordings, and that saves you enough time that you're going to be able to do other things in your business instead. Now, the next question here might be, is this where you're getting stuck, or is there something before this that's causing this to happen? I built a diagnostic tool to help pinpoint where you need to focus your first fix. The link is in the description below. Now let's measure this even further. A lot of people think feature, benefit, meaning is as far as it goes, but there's a couple more steps. First, let's add this question. What about? There's still a couple more levels to go, but let's slow down and look at this one a little closer. So people go through well, what is it? What does it do? Why do I want it? But what about, and then there's an objection or a limiting belief. Now, if we have some things to add to our list here that overcome objections and limiting beliefs, that is going to increase perceived value tremendously, and there's no monetary involved there. So perhaps well, what about all the tech problems that I'm going to overcome? A checklist can't solve that. That's the perfect opportunity to add a bonus there that overcomes tech problems. Now, the next question that they often ask is, what if I did it? This level is talking about the result that's going to happen, more than meaning, and it has even higher perceived value. If I did do it, I'd be more confident. And because I was more confident, I would procrastinate less often. And because of all of that, I would have improved presence in my videos. And there's one more level to go. And that deepest level is the outcome. And the question involved there is, what does that all mean to me? For some people, that might mean more resonance and reach and impact. And some people are more in tune with financial stability, family security, and a legacy to pass on. Now, hold on a second. We've laid out the measuring tool, but we haven't defined how to do the measuring yet. Okay, the truth is that there is a little bit of math involved with perceived value, but it's not measured in currency. So perceived value math is done by scoring. First, let's figure out how to score 1. What is it? Once they know what it is, they're likely to be feeling informed. And informed gives us a level 1 of perceived value. And what does it do? Well, that's going to give us another benefit is informed. That's what it does. Okay, thanks. Score 1. But it's level 2. That's right, but guess what? It's informed. That only scores 1. Now, when we answer, why do I want it? Well, that means that you're going to become satisfied, you're going to be happy, and you're going to feel accomplished. Now we've scored 2 points. Before we move on to the rest of these, let's analyze how the dot connecting is starting to happen here. So when we start out with, what is it? They're having to connect the dots to the benefit. Let's continue. What about the objection part? How valuable is that? All right, let's take a look at the feelings involved here. Empowered, relief, unstuck. Those things are worth 3 points. And now we get to, what if I did it? There's where we get feelings of clarity, motivation, and resonance with you. That's worth 4 points. And lastly, and most importantly, if we can tie it together with, what does that mean to me? We can get ourselves some 5 points because the feelings involved there are going to be fulfillment and purpose and determination. Much more valuable feelings, more perceived value there than anywhere else. Now, how do we take this information and measure and calculate the perceived value to figure out what things need to be in our offer and what things need to be cut out? Well, if you click on that video right there, I'll show you how. See you there.